Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to the Red Estate. So we've had a few missteps in recent weeks, but we're going to be okay. We've still got plenty of time to right this ship, and I think that fundamentally I need to be paying much more attention to just keeping characters alive, as that's going to end our New Game Plus run far sooner than not squeezing every last drop of experience out of every single dungeon run and every last piece of loot out of our Shambler fights. So with that in mind, we've got a couple of our characters, of course, de-stressing. I've sent Dismas into the Sanitarium to remove some of his negative quirks. Since he's level 2, he's probably going to be sitting out for a while anyway until some of the boss fights become available. So I figured that's a good use of his time. Meanwhile, I've got some of our newer characters that we're going to be embarking with, and I think this medium mission to pick up a Blighting Satchel makes plenty of sense, and it seems to make sense that Rose would want to be coming along for this one. Maybe she's going to be retrieving the Satchel just for herself. I've equipped a couple of trinkets as they made sense, like the Eldritch Killing Incense for our Occultist, who is going to be quite immediately renamed into, we have this sheet pulled up, there we go, into Alluvian. And we're also going to go ahead and rename our new Plague Doctor to be Montar. Alright, and with that, we've got our party. Nothing as far as trinkets on the Plague Doctor. Whoops, actually, let's open them from here. There we go. Did go ahead and throw a health stone, Book of Rage, health stone. That's basically the best stuff I've got right now. We did pick up Junia's head, which is quite nice, but I don't have, like, I could throw it on the Occultist for better heal skills. But is the stress worth it? Maybe. Probably. You know what? Why not? It is like an awesome, very rare trinket, so we might as well make use of it where we can. I'm also quite low on gold at the moment. It might be worthwhile. I'm not using these disease or debuff charms, so it might be worthwhile to sell off some of these, but they're also not worth very much. Let's grab like an extra 1,500 there. And we'll have to be a little bit light on provisioning, but I think we'll be okay going down here. This is going to be a medium mission, so we are going to be able to camp. I'm a big fan of bringing all of the foods for things like this. We'll grab like 3 shovels, an anti-venom, a couple of bandages, a couple of medicinal herbs, a couple of keys, a couple of holy water, and then we'll spend the rest pumping into torches with something like that. Leaves us with about 1,000 gold if things go horribly wrong on this run, but otherwise, I think that should be enough. That should get us through a medium ruins run, right? We can only hope. We do have 3 level 0 characters being brought along with us here. Maybe the safe play would be taking them on a short mission first, just to get them up to level 1 beforehand, but then again, the camp might offset that with the ability to de-stress them at some point during this mission, and that sort of offset the additional stress that they're going to be gaining.
The fiends must be driven back, and what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line.
Alright, we're going to have a fight right off the bat here. I do have probably my favorite 1-2 punch in all of Darkest Dungeon set up here, which is going to be the point blank shot combined with, let's go with that, combined with the shadow fade. I'm not going to get to use it, which is a little bit disappointing, but oh well. Let's focus this guy. We're ignoring stress just a little bit here, but I'm hoping, wow, that was actually a very low damage point blank shot. Okay. Things could be worse as far as party reshuffles go. He's taking 4, so that actually will kill him. And not the greatest. Wow. Thank you very much, Rose, for resisting both of those. What do you do From the front, you can weakening or vulnerability. That's not too bad. Tell you what, let's take him completely out of this fight. The stun ensures that he dies from the blight. Alluvian probably doesn't appreciate being in the front rank very much, but good dodge. But he'll survive a round or so. What we really need is... Now a stun kills him before he does anything else. And let's just move her dodge down, which is good. And also makes her more susceptible to that.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them.
Which is also very good. And now, that attack, had it actually stunned, would have ensured that we took no more damage. Unfortunately, we took a little bit more. It's going to be 6, huh? I'm going to go ahead and heal. Get rid of the bleed damage at the very least.
Death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
And then if our turn order is, like, really generous to us, we might be able to throw out a heal here. Crits for 2. Oh, yeah. Wow, our turn order was really nice to us. She's down by 6, so why not?
Slowly. Gently. This is how a life is taken.
And then he slowly and gently dies from the blight damage. Very nice, very nice. Okay. Get a move on. Curio coming up. Already scouted this opening hallway. And you know, we came out of that fight with, considering there was a stress-inducing enemy in there, I think we came out of that in pretty good condition. Awesome. With the new secret stash rooms, I guess we should probably keep our second key until, like, the very end, when we know we won't need it at all. I tell you what, I'm going to avoid the known need for a shovel there. Go over to here. Rose has a fantastic trap disarm chance. Awesome. I think we're going to just pass the books over. As the last time that I was super into reading, my stress levels did not benefit from it very much. We had a couple of characters get good traits out of it, but we also had a couple of characters get very stressed out because of it. Ugh. Alright, another round of Blight is probably going to be worthwhile there. I also want to consider... Yeah, I think one of the reasons that the point-blank shot combo worked so well for me in the past was trinkets to increase speed on the first round. Without those, that may not be as good as I remember it.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay, so he will die, but he'll get off one more shot before he does it. Probably gonna have the Bone Defender as a primary target here, though. So I tell you what. If that blights, he dies. So that's decent. And then... let's maybe just start our healing game. Very good. I bleed. Therefore I am.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
And then if that stun gets off, which it does, awesome. That brawler should go down pretty easily in the next turn.
That cuts on its own.
And we'll have an opportunity to throw out another heal here. Good, good. I think so far this party is doing just fine. Ugh, except he resisted that. Let's try for another stun. Can't do it twice in a row. Ugh. And Ashley, I'm really needing you to go a little bit sooner.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
It worked out okay this time, but you never know, man. Alright. Let's see. This is a sarcophagus, which needs nothing, but the locked sarcophagus needs keys. That's how I'm remembering it to play out anyway. Stack up those torches and keep moving. Alright, So far, I would say things are going pretty well. Easy hallway battle. No big deal here.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Indeed it does. I don't know about surges, but my confidence is certainly pretty high as the enemy crumbles. Just go ahead and get rid of that blight right out the gate. And then... 1 to 2. Let's just stick with the heals. Things we know you're good at. And that easily gets a kill here. And if anybody wants to go before the spitter... Ooh. If anybody wants to go before the spitter and hit him... If anybody wants to go before the spitter and hit him and also apply their special effect, that would be ultimately ideal. Ugh. Alright. Ashley, saving the day. You don't have...
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
You don't have to go first, you just gotta go before the enemies. It's like the old joke. I don't have to outrun the insert thing that is chasing us here. I just have to outrun you.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Okay. Double bone arbalist. I'm not super excited about that.
Impressive.
I think a couple of doses of plague grenades should put these guys out of commission. Good dodge. And... oh, good hit. Okay. I'm digging it. Let's just go ahead and stun you. And that first round went pretty much like clockwork. Except for the part where Rose got shot in the ribcage. But other than that, clockwork. So you know what? Let's go ahead and heal here. We'll hope for the quick action from Montar, which we do get. And if we can just blight both of these guys, they are out.
A death by inches.
Awesome. We'll try for another stun just in case this guy's going to go before us. But Ashley is too quick for him. Doesn't quite get the kill, but it just doesn't matter. We should easily die to pretty much anything. We'll let her smell some vapors there. And then get a lunging kill. Awesome.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
And again, I think the unlocked strongbox is just always good. If I'm remembering that right. It has a potential to blight you. That kind of potential. Great. I don't actually want to take 6 damage, so I'm going to use that there. 100% of room battles. So we know we've got to go here. Let's hope for a... never mind. Let's hope for a good scout. Oh, it's looking more and more like we're going to have to use a shovel to get to that room, doesn't it?
Ambushed by foul invention.
And scout. No scout. But we had to come to this room anyway. Okay. I tell you what, let's lead with one of those. That's pretty decent, actually. Stressful incantation, not too bad, although Alluvian stress isn't looking super hot at this point. And blights all around. Awesome. Alright, that's the only stress she's going to be inflicting, which is pretty important to me at the moment. Okay, good, good. Ugh, axe blade to the face. Not so good, good. Alright, we need to get a little bit more damage on that guy, but I think Alluvian's probably going to be focused on healing himself here. Let's go with this to... that's awful. Okay. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get rid of the Bone Arbalist, but I think we should be able to get this guy pretty out of commission for at least a couple of turns, while Alluvian has a chance to heal himself back up. Yeah, you know, heal for 0. That's what I was looking for. Okay. These guys in the center now. See if we can't do that again. And we do. Awesome. You don't even need a stunning satchel. Do we keep him from attacking at all? I think we do. We only needed the 1 damage, and... Okay. 5.5 per heal. That's not so bad. Look at Slice here. And... no damage, but we do land the Blight, which is solid. Probably not going to manage to stun him again now that his stun resist is 105. But that is going to ensure that he is no longer a threat to us. Good, good. And just go for the kill. Maybe hope for stress reduction.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Bullseye Bandana is actually pretty sweet. We also could really stand to use this gold. So, nope, can't do that. Okay, we've got 2 extra food here. There we go. That's at least 1 slot. 250. What is worth... The citrine is worth tossing, as it will stack to less than a full stack of gold. And... wow. Okay. So we need shovels no matter what. So I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and move back to this room. Let the light go down a little bit. And then... I think we camp in this room. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's go ahead and camp in this room. We might not get the combat buffs for the entire rest of the dungeon.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
But I think the cleared inventory space is going to make up for that quite a bit. Unparalleled finesse? When did that become a thing? Dodge, speed. Wow, it's clean guns for the melee build. That's pretty astounding, actually. Okay. We could try for better scouting chance. That might not be awful. We could still get... I shall wander in the night. Don't wait up. We could try to get secret rooms still. Heal. Meh. Nobody's diseased, right? Nope. Okay. Reduce stress. It's probably worthwhile. So only... all companions increase stress by 7. It's actually not so bad. Nobody really needs healing. Let's go with the unparalleled finesse. And then bandit's sense if we still have enough time units for it. We do. Alright. I like the greatly expanded number of skills that provide immunity to nighttime ambush. That's pretty sweet, actually. Blessed are we, for that no fear has o'ertaken us.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Now he's going to really benefit from Wicked Slice and Duelist Advance now. Okay. Fair
Even the
enough.
cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
I like that the alternative build for the Highwayman has also been made, like, significantly more viable with that. Hallway battle right up front. Maybe due to his bandit sense, we managed to get an easy surprise here, though. Awesome. And then light you two guys. And then Abyssal Artillery. That'll mean one of you... that won't mean one of you is dead. That's very unfortunate, actually. Well, then... Don't guarantee a kill. That might be a kill. You know what? Let's go for that. Alright, I can deal with that. Bump in the night. Good dodge. Ugh. Quarrel is not so great. At least they're kind enough not to target the same character with both of them. And, yeah, we'll just do a stun here. We miss it. Not super happy with that. You're at 7, taking 4. Tell you what, let's leave you to the heals. And, that then leaves our Plague Doctor to potentially have blighted back there. Unfortunately, she did not go first, but it didn't matter anyway. Thank you, game, for taking pity on me. Alright, we just need the tiniest amount of damage to him. We do way more than a tiny amount, though. And if we could get off one more heal here. Awesome. I will totally accept the 3 damage. I will also totally accept an opportunity to Emboldening Vapors right here. It'll last 3 combat rounds, and I can also buff her dodge chance, which will last 3 combat rounds. And then, I mean, I guess.
Success so clearly in view.
Alright, my hope here is that...
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Shush, Wayne. I was trying to say something. Alright, so we will walk into this battle with at least some of these buffs remaining. They'll last like another 2 combat rounds. That is actually pretty sweet. Means he's going to be able to use that damage buff for his opening point-blank shot. And her... I feel like this guy does more damage than the defender, really. And then her dodge buff coming into this is actually awesome, because we can just sort of keep stacking it. So she's already at some sort of silly amount of dodge. Get some early blights back here. Great. Yeah. Like, dodge of 70 in a level 1 dungeon makes her pretty much the greatest tank in the game. I'm super okay with that. Okay, and one more Plague Grenade back here. Should ensure that he dies before he does anything, and she dies before she takes another action. Now we're getting... So that's 6 to 12. That's 8 to 15. So it's still better. 5 to 10. That could also kill there. Let's try for that. Not really what I was hoping for. We can alternate the guy that we're stunning to let the stun resist kind of reset. And then... You know what? Why not? We can incurse you. Even though there's no chance of you hitting Rose because she's a ghost. Alright, very good. Can do 2 to 5. What do you do from the second rank? You can still Noxious Blast and Emboldening Vapor. So you know what? Let's go with that. We'll stun him, or we won't. That was kind of bad. Sorry, Montar. We shifted you right into the enemy's grasp. It's okay, though. That gets him down. He's going to take damage here. And... might as well just heal. He'll get off one more attack, then he's done. That weight. That's a pretty decent attack. Okay. A little bit of stun. No big deal, really.
Precision and power.
All of the blights. And if Illuvian just gets one more chance to heal, we come out of this battle in pretty much tip-top shape.
This expedition at least promises success.
Now, the moment of truth. Oh, I can't leave now. I was just about to say, the moment for me to put my money where my mouth was and see if I'm actually going to leave this dungeon and keep our adventurers safe. But then, we scouted a secret room. I can't leave without the secret room. That would just be silly. Whether or not I'm going to continue the rest of the dungeon, I don't know. But I can't leave without the secret room. You know what? 2 food. Yeah, let's trade one of our antivenoms for that. Yeah. Okay. Bone Courtier, you have got to die. Everything else, not super concerned with. Ooh, poor dodge. Okay. You know what? That could have killed. It didn't kill, but it could have. Wow. And now a point-blank shot would be super wasteful on him. Yeah, Illuvian, I get the feeling you are going to have to do some
Well struck.
stress relieving back in town, my friend. Everybody else is actually A-okay, though.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
Ow. That actually stung quite a bit, and I probably don't want to leave you to take 10 damage from bleeding, so I'm going to do that. I've mentioned it before, but, you know, if it was worth saying once, it's worth saying again. I do feel like the Grave Robber kind of has some built-in anti-stress abilities. Not only her ability to disarm traps, which, don't get me wrong, is awesome. Alright. But also her higher than normal crit chance. Wow, that was amazing. Her higher than normal crit chance oftentimes leaves her de-stressing herself throughout the dungeon, which is pretty awesome.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
And it made a lot more sense for me to say that right before she got hit with a stress attack and was at 0 stress before doing so. We'll go with leaving the Jade behind. That's probably a mistake. But I don't know, man. Alright, that's good. That had disappeared, and I was a little bit frightened for a moment there. Alright, hunger event. I don't know, actually, if the loot table here is in any way based on torchlight.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
But better safe than sorry. Really, a medicinal herb? That's one of the items you decide to give us? I mean, I'm not going to complain about the 7,500 gold from other stuff, but seriously, a medicinal herb? I tell you what, let's toss shovels, which may seem weird. And then let's toss a single portrait. And then my thought is, if we find ourselves... the
match is struck. A blazing star is born.
If we find ourselves running into a wall that we can't bypass, it's basically time to leave the dungeon anyway. I'm going to go ahead and push on here, basically lying through my teeth about prioritizing the safety of our heroes over any loot there is to be found. But come on! We're doing so well. I say as Illuvian stress increases to 70, and we encounter another hunger event. But besides those 2 things that just happened, we're doing so well, right? Right? I think so anyway. I think we're doing pretty well. And I've still got like so many provisions because even though I had very limited money, like I somehow still managed to over provision for a dungeon run. Just par for the course. Oh, come on. She walks into a trap.
Mind that such missteps are the exception and not the rule.
Yep. I would say that's the exception. Your grave robber walking into a trap is definitely the exception. Okay. Sack is empty. That's what she said. And we get another trap disarm here. Okay, well, that's something. She somehow managed to make it all the way up to 30. We're now out of food. Went from a full stack of food to out of food fairly quickly here. That's unfortunate. We know there's no more room battles. I mean, that was the entire reason for the quest. So I tell you what, let's... Probably going to do one more fight. Oh. And then once we do one more fight, we're probably going to push on to grab that last curio. Because why not? Alright, 4 damage. Crit for 9. Beautiful. Haha, did that sting. She's got jokes for days. Tell you what, we can kill him with a Noxious Blast. So let's go with that. And then one of those.
Pummeling.
Beautiful. And you guys were worried.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Trifling. We obliterated that team. I mean, obliterated that team. And all we're going to do here is basically check out this curio. Let's go to Pitch Black.
Secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
A confession booth heals stress. So you know what? Here's what I'm thinking here. Rose with 19 stress. We probably don't need to de-stress her in town. Montar with 10, we definitely don't need to de-stress in town. Alluvian with 72, I feel like we absolutely have to de-stress in town. So, I'm going to let Ashley do the confession booth so that she can take 30 stress off, and that puts her back into we'll be fine kind of category. And then the only person that will have to pay for stress relief for will be Alluvian here. I think that's probably the smart choice. I do come out of here, of course, with way too many bandages and medicinal herbs, but hey, it wouldn't be my channel.
My room, hall by hall, we reclaim what is ours.
It wouldn't be my channel if we weren't over preparing for dungeon runs, so that's fine. It's totally fine. We do come out of that with a fairly decent haul, a little over 16,000 gold, 20 crests I'm a-okay with, and 6 busts. Re-resolve XP for everybody. Faithless is fine, especially on a highwayman. That feels right. Irrepressible is okay. Unerring is amazing, and we should lock it in. Wield Scrounger is meh. The Yips is pretty bad. Cove Tactician is fine. So yeah, we'll probably want to maybe send Rose into the Sanitarium to lock in a positive quirk that is totally something worthwhile to keep on her.
We dug for months, years, an eternity, and we were rewarded with madness.
Alright, as you can see, Desmas had Warnsfove taken off and Quick Reflexes locked in. I think the +2 speed is a worthwhile kind of universal trait. So that's a quirk that I'm totally okay with. And then, before I forget, I'm going to go straight to do this. We're going to lock in Unerring, and then we're going to take off... Oh wow, she actually had plus 20% stress damage in the ruins, and managed to come out of that with 19 stress. I would say that was pretty much a job well done. So let's go ahead and take off the Torn Rotator, which I'm not super excited about. Lock in Unerring, leaves us with 6,000, which granted is not an awful lot of gold, but we can make do. Maybe we'll let our occultist friend meditate for a while to relieve some of his stress. That only leaves us with 5,000 gold to go at next time, but as we saw, I think we can make do with a pretty light offering of provisions. Unlock this door. Okay. So yeah, there's no need for recruiting this time around as our roster is still full, so I'm not even going to tempt myself by checking out the stagecoach right now. At only 12 deeds, we're not quite to the point that we'd be able to upgrade that again. Maybe that's a spurring to head back into the Weald just so that we can, but not quite yet. Otherwise, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to subscribe for more episodes on the channel every single day. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other videos, and I will catch you guys next time.